This is the story of an ancient chthonic version of the god Dionysus, who is also sometimes called Zagreus, an underworld deity who is killed, his body parts are eaten along with his blood, and then he is resurrected via a virgin woman. It's giving Jesus, but it's also very different for a lot of reasons. This is part 2, and we left off when baby Dionysus has been dismembered by the evil Titans. They put his body parts in a cauldron and consumed him. Luckily, the goddess Athena managed to rescue his heart. And then there are a few versions about what happens next. In one version, the Titan goddess Rhea, who is essentially also Dionysus' grandmother, she is able to somehow put together the remaining parts of his body. And either she or the god Apollo are able to reassemble the god, bringing Dionysus back to life. Sometimes it is also the goddess Demeter who reassembles Dionysus. In other versions where there are not enough body parts to reassemble the god Dionysus, Athena, who managed to save his heart, she takes the heart to Zeus, and Zeus grinds up the heart, mixes it with a potion, and gives the princess Semele to drink. This automatically makes her pregnant. So there's your virgin pregnancy, and Dionysus is reborn. I know that some of you out there are big Egyptian mythology fans as well. So you might be thinking, this is giving Osiris. The Egyptian god Osiris of the afterlife is also dismembered, sometimes even by the same Greek Titan. But his sister wife, Isis, manages to gather up all the parts of his body and put him back together again. All the parts except for one. Isis manages to reassemble the god Osiris, but she's missing one crucial element, his penis. So since Isis couldn't find his penis, she asks that a bunch of priests go and build some temples, some long erect temples in the form of an allegorical penis, I guess. Now, circling back to Dionysus, some ancient texts have decided that his myth about being dismembered and boiled is actually a metaphor for the production of wine, because of course you have to sort of pull apart grapes and in some practices boil it to improve the quality of the wine. Then I suppose this turning into wine is like the new form of Dionysus. Now I know that was a lot to take in, but I have to say this story of Dionysus Zagreus looks a lot more like the story of Osiris from Egyptian mythology than it does like Jesus. The chronology is totally different. This Dionysus Zagreus is killed and dismembered as a baby, is then consumed, and is then born of a virgin. Or he's just sort of reassembled part by part.